everyone. It has been a quick minute since you have seen me. It is time for Gina's baking time. And I went into the Borg cookbook again to page 88 under the drop cookies for Oatmeal Macaroons by Mrs. Esther Olgerson. So there is part of it. And the mixing instructions are at the very top there, but I will go as usual through everything I've done. So I have pre-measured everything except the quick oats, which I have open, and I have a little box here. So first of all, we are going to start with 1 cup of butter. I am using real butter, not margarine or lard or anything, just real butter. And I put it in my mixer, and I'm going to turn it on. And to the butter, I am going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar. And a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And 2 unbeaten eggs. And let that all stir up nice. So I hope everybody has been being blessed. I know there is a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that we just need prayers and thoughts. And there, I know in Cavalier there have been a couple of deaths that have been close to our hearts. So I pray for those families who have lost loved ones yesterday, which was the anniversary of my mother being gone for 20 years. But there was a good point. My old professor from Norfolk State, it was his birthday today, yesterday. So a shout out to Dr. Pendleton in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I hope he had a wonderful and blessed day. Now, back to the cooking. So the sugar, the eggs, the vanilla, and the butter have mixed pretty good. I do have 1 1/4 cup of flour that I am going to put in my sifter. And make sure you have something underneath it. Your sifter or else it will go all over. So we're going to sift the 1 1/4 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt. I've seen recipes like with a 1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon, but this one called for a full teaspoon. A 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and we're just going to sift that in. And once it is done, I am also going to add a cup of brown sugar. I have never done this before with the brown sugar, so we'll see how that works. And with your sifter, you're going to want to make sure that the flour gets away from the edges. And you know what? That's not going to work. So I'm just going to dump the powdered sugar right into the flour. Yes. And get any extra flour. I did put this in the dishwasher just to get the extra flour out. Let it dry really, really good. And it was fine. And I did want to also add in my 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So this looks pretty well mixed. So let me go ahead and start adding the dry ingredients. And these are going to make macaroons. This is my first time trying this recipe. So, you know, even a dud is loved. Dud with cooking, that is. Dud with cooking. Not with humans, but a dud with cooking. And I'm going to put in just 3 cups of quick cook oats. And I just got the regular brand. This I think I got from Aldi's actually, here in Fargo. So now I'm going to put the oatmeal, since the flour mixture is mixed with the wet ingredients. I'm going to put the oatmeal. And just for an extra zhuzh, I'm going to add something special. So it doesn't call for it, but I am going to put 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I'm sure you could add raisins, which I have too, but I just want to try the chocolate chips for right now and see how it works. Okay, it looks pretty well mixed. And it is kind of a thicker batter, but look how easy it comes off my mixer. I know it has a name, but right now, of course, while I'm on with you, I cannot think of it. So, but you know what I'm talking about. Let me show you a picture of the raw stuff. Here is a picture of the raw stuff. I will put parchment paper on my pans, put it in the oven. So I'm going to drop it by a spoon. It says to drop by spoon onto a baking sheet, so I'll put some parchment paper on these and bake in the oven at 350 degrees. It does not, of course, say how long to cook them, so I'm saying maybe 10 to 12 minutes, and check them to see if they're done, and then if they need just a little bit more time, just put them in there until you know that they are done and not raw. So I thank you all so very much, and I will go ahead and add a picture once they are done. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and until next time, see you later.